Aloha, my name is Espie Chapman. Students fondly call me Miss Espie. I teach Intro into Agriculture and Farm to Fork at Kailua Intermediate School. Behind me are my students working in the lo'i with Uncle Dean. Last week they were with Uncle Mark, and then next week we're going to go to Uncle Kaleo's spot. My students are 7th and 8th graders. They're about 12 and 13. I teach Intro into Agriculture, which is an elective class, and so they come from diverse learning styles and perspectives. My heart for teaching agriculture and farm to fork comes from a space from Dr. Paul Brennan. He is a friend of mine that I keep with me in my pocket to continue the work of ʻāina, and that the students can learn how to grow food for their family, sustain Hawaii, create a better future. And so in our space, we are always looking forward on how they can make Hawaii a better future for them and their family. Agriculture is so important, especially in this space. It makes me teary-eyed when I see kids actually getting that aha moment that they know with their hands they can get into the ground and grow their own food. It takes time and it takes love and it takes a lot of patience, but I know starting at this age, when they are adults and providing for their families, that they can do it and they have the aloha in their heart to continue the work. My dream for my program in Intro into Agriculture and Farm to Fork is that someday, years from now, when the kids are older and they have their own families, they come to my house and they come cook for me and they bring me the things from their farms that they've grown with their hands and that they've passed down that knowledge. That's like my dream, is if they come to me when I'm a senior citizen and they tell me what's going on in their lives. The resources that I need for my classes and for my students essentially are funding. It's really hard to get them out of the four walls of the classroom and into this space where they are truly learning with their hearts, with their minds, with their hands. Resources like funding for buses or buses together, like we can share space. Today I have 14 students with me, including myself, so it's not really a big bus that I need. I just need to get them out. With the two classes of Intro into Agriculture and Farm to Fork, something wonderful would be a commercial kitchen. I feel like the kids will have the knowledge and the know-how to create food for their families for celebrations, and that itself, that gift of making this food for them and serving it to their family, is the gift and celebration. A commercial kitchen would totally do that. I'm so thankful that my administration and the DOE and the Windward District CTE Center provides us funding and transportation to get the kids here, but there are a lot of barriers. There's a lot of challenges to getting the kids out of their classrooms. Just a few moments ago, we did a little 1-minute kilo. I saw that the kids were really excited and really having fun, but they were not recognizing the space that they were in and honoring it. So I brought them in for a short circle of kilo for 1 minute where they just close their eyes or look around, and with their senses, they're hearing the birds, they're feeling the breeze. For me, that is centering for them to recognize the space that they're in and the history that's here before them, and to give back to that history, because just giving back to our history will help you go forward and knowing where your place is and what your journey should be and where you should go. I would really love to mahalo all the people that are in an ʻāina work, around ʻāina work, that give back. Without your give back, without this space where students can come and learn with their hands, get a little muddy, understand where their food comes from, they're going to have a hard time surviving the future. They really need to know how to help Hawaii become a better Hawaii for their own future. Stop the big box buying, if possible, as much as possible. And even just a small little garden in your backyard with basil or with tomatoes is helpful enough for your family. Add just a little bit to the table when your mom and dad are coming home from work because they are tired. But if you can add just a little bit to the table with your own hands and your own love, that would be wonderful. I also want to thank my students for helping me learn, become a better teacher, learning with them, learning alongside them, and being part of the conversation with them. Without the students, I wouldn't be who I am and where I am in my classroom and where I am in the teaching field. So it's really important that I do Mahalo the students because they are part of my own learning journey.
Hi, my name is Connor. I am 12 years old, and my school is Kailua Intermediate School. So one thing that I loved about being here was that I'm drenched from head to toe with all sorts of weird, interesting dirt hybrid. I really loved it here. I got to go waist deep and pick some Kalo. I now know the difference between a keiki Kalo and an adult Kalo.
My name is Anya. I'm 12 years old. I go to Kailua Intermediate, and I really loved being here and just getting down in the dirt and getting dirty and muddy.
My name is Liam. Hi. I'm 13 years old. I go to KIS. I'm in 8th grade. And what I really enjoyed about this experience was like she said, getting down in the dirt, and I even got to take home my own fruit.
I'm interested in agriculture because I want to be able to live off of myself. A lot of stores have they're getting higher and higher prices, and because of that, I think that everyone should start living off of themselves, being self-independent, self-sufficient, and we can, if we were to work together, we all work on getting our own food, then we wouldn't need to constantly go to the grocery store and have to buy the things that we need for the entire week, because it's just good to live off the land.
Yeah, I think agriculture is important because, well, without food, we'd all be dead. And I really love getting dirty. And at home, I have a big garden, and I like to help my mom with the garden. I've also grown mushrooms a few times, and I'd like to learn a better way to grow them.
So I think agriculture is fun and important to our community because it really connects us to our land, the land that we're standing on. And like Connor said, somebody needs to grow the food, we can't all just starve to death. So it's a good way to connect with our community and our culture.
I really love Intro to Agriculture. I love how we went on these soon-to-be 3 field trips, and we got to learn how, sometimes a friend brings over some food, and they're like, oh yeah, have some of this food that I got, and most of the time, they say that's from an organic place that does it right. I'm like, I wonder how you do it right. So I'm super happy that I got to learn how to plant Kalo, how to take care for it. I also like to learn how to make ulu cake because I've heard that that's a thing, and I really want to try it because I love cake.
I love Intro to Agriculture because, we're just learning about we learned about the moon phases, and we got to learn this song. And I'm really excited to learn more about how the Hawaiians did it and how that was so much better than the farming nowadays.
Yeah, so I think Intro to Agriculture is a really special experience because you get to, meet a lot of new people, and you get to grow your own food and, like I said before, connect with your community.
And if there was a tsunami, these aunties and uncles taking care of this would be the first. If we were to knock on their door, they say, come in, if there's a tsunami.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Miss Espie. I love this. I am so happy that I got to be here, make some new friends, because honestly, I'm a little I'm kind of new at that. I'm very happy that I got to learn how to plant Kalo.
I just want to thank Miss Espie for helping our learning grow beyond the classroom. Because most classes, you just sit in the classroom and they talk at you. But Miss Espie really makes our learning come alive in the way that we actually get to do what she's teaching us.
You know, I want to thank Miss Espie for being a very great person and teacher, because she's there when you need her to be there, and she really supports you no matter if you're smart or if you're just a complete moron. She always pushes you to try your hardest, and that's what I really like about Miss Espie.
Mahalo.